The Dniester River, or Dniester River, is a river in Eastern Europe. It runs first through Ukraine and then through Moldova, finally discharging into the Black Sea on Ukrainian territory again. The name Dniester derives from Sarmatian Danu Nazjia, the close river. The Dnieper, also of Sarmatian origin, derives from the opposite meaning, the river on the far side. Alternatively, according to V. Abayev, Dniester would be a blend of Scythian Danu's river and Thracian Dnister, the previous name of the river, literally Danister. The ancient Greek name of Dniester, Tyres, is from Scythian Tura, meaning rapid. The names of the Don and Danube are also from the same Proto-Indo-European word *Danu's river. In Russian, it is known as translate Dnestr, in Yiddish Dniester, in Turkish Turla, and during antiquity, it was called Taurus in Latin and Danistris in Greek. Classical authors have also referred to it as Danister. These early forms, without I but with A, contradict Abramov's hypothesis. Edward Gibbon refers to the river both as the Dniester and Dniester in his History of the Decline and Fall of the Roman Empire. Geography. The Dniester rises in Ukraine, near the city of Drohobych, close to the border with Poland, and flows toward the Black Sea. Its course marks part of the border of Ukraine and Moldova, after which it flows through Moldova for 398 kilometers, separating main territory of Moldova from its breakaway region Transnistria. It later forms an additional part of the Moldova-Ukraine border, then flows through Ukraine to the Black Sea, where its estuary forms the Dniester Liman. Along the lower half of the Dniester, the western bank is high and hilly while the eastern one is low and flat. The river represents the de facto end of the Eurasian steppe. Its most important tributaries are Out and Bic. History. During the Neolithic, the Dniester River was the center of one of the most advanced civilizations on Earth at the time. The Kukuta Tripolian culture flourished in this area from roughly 5,300 to 2600 BC, leaving behind thousands of archaeological sites. The settlements had up to 15,000 inhabitants, making them the first large farming communities in the world, long before Mesopotamian cities. In antiquity, the river was considered one of the principal rivers of European Sarmatia, and it was mentioned by many classical geographers and historians. According to Herodotus, it rose in a large lake, whilst Ptolemy places its sources in Mount Carpates, and Strabo says that they are unknown. It ran in an easterly direction parallel with the Dniester, and formed part of the boundary between Dacia and Sarmatia. It fell into the Pontus Exinus to the northeast of the mouth of the Dniester, the distance between them being 900 stadia, approximately 130 miles, according to Strabo, while 130 miles according to Pliny. Simnus describes it as of easy navigation, and abounding in fish. Ovid speaks of its rapid course. Greek authors referred to the river as Tyres. At a later period it obtained the name of Danistris or Danistus, whence its modern name of Dniester, though the Turks still called it Tola during the 19th century. The form tau upsilon rho iota sigma is sometimes found. For the 14th century to 1812, part of the Dniester formed the eastern boundary of the Principality of Moldavia. Between the World Wars, the Dniester formed part of the boundary between Romania and the Soviet Union. In 1919, on Easter Sunday, the bridge was blown up by the French army to protect Bender from the Bolsheviks. During World War II, German and Romanian forces battled Soviet troops on the western bank of the river. After the Republic of Moldova declared its independence in 1991, the small area to the east of the Dniester that had been part of the Moldavian SSR refused to participate and declared itself the Pridnestrovian Moldavian Republic, or Transnistria, with its capital at Tiraspol on the river. Tributaries. The Dniester River is one of the Dniester's tributaries. Tributaries on the east side of the Route River, the Ickle River, the Bik River, and the Botna River. Tributaries on the west side are Zolota-Lipa River, Koropets River, Stripa River, Dniester River, Saray River, Zedbruk River, Smodrach River, Ashisia River, Kalias River, Liadova River, Murava River, Rusava River, Javhorlik River, and the Kacharan River.